Hey guys, welcome to a new comic book review. Today we're going to be talking about Riverdale #1 biology comic. This is based from the TV show, so let's jump into this awesome okay comic. That's kind of what I want to say. When I first got this, I was like, I see it's based on Riverdale. It's going to be something like the Flash and Arrow Super comics that are based on the show. I'm like, if that's the case, at least those have my action stuff in it. That's why I'm kind of curious to see what they do. So we're going to jump into this. This one is kind of an easy one, so we're doing this one next. First, this one is split up into two stories. First, we got Bloodsport. So it's Archie in the first ball team, and then he picks, we need somebody, the coach needs somebody to take over number 9, who is Jason Blossom. So he takes over the place. He takes over Jason's spot, and then he's like, then all the footballers like Andrews. It's like, and they're like, welcome to Hell Week. Poor man, like, welcome to Hell Week. So they make him do all this stuff to be like, hey, if you're part of the team, you gotta do this stuff. And it's like, first it's them streaking across the field. Yes. Yeah. Next is putting all the forks in the field. I'm like, that probably took forever. I plan to put all the black forks in the field. There's some TPing, that looks like the principal's house. So some of this is stuff like Archie stuff wouldn't do. And Jughead goes to cause of, like, hey, Todd, this is but crap, Archie. It's like you're eating a lot, you're doing all this stuff. You don't need to do this to be on the team. Then you go out with the guys out late at night, and all the newbies have to move across the lake. And Moose is the only one who doesn't do it. And Archie, like, okay, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'll do it for him. I'll do it for him. And like, no, you're Jack. You can't do that. And they're like, we don't need this people. It's like, I'm gonna do it. And it's like your funeral, and he tries to go across, and he sees underwater a dead person who looks like Jason Blossom, because him and Jason look similar. A dead corpse who looks like Jason Blossom. He's like, oh shit. And it's like, then he does it, and then the one guy's still yelling at him, and then the other guy's like, dude, he did it. Back the fuck off. And I'm cussing a lot on this for some reason. I'm cussing, and we're talking about Archie book. It's weird that the other books I don't cuss as much, but then it gets to Archie, and I'm like, I'm gonna start flaming up some storm here. But we go to see the team, and Archie and them doing his thing out on the field. And the last page we see for this comic is Archie looking in the mirror, and he sees a Jason Blossom himself in the mirror. He sees not him, but he's in its place a dead corpse where Jason Blossom is at the hall. I thought this one was actually one of the best in the Riverdale comic they've done so far. This is probably one of my favorites out of all the issues. Basically, for the first story, something like he sees, because since he has the Jason Blossom number, he sees himself as like, oh, I like sees the dead body of Jason anywhere. It's kind of a cool little thing. And then towards the end, that was the first story years, and it was okay. It's like I said, this is probably my favorite story out of all the Riverdale comics so far. It's probably my favorite. And it's been the best so far. So yeah, pretty cool. I know you want to the second story, but it's Bring It On. What is featuring Chelsea Blossom at the river where her brother died, and then we see her back in the talking about some stuff, narrating, and then we see at the Vixens them. She wants Betty can join, but she has to do a bunch of crazy stuff, basically like Hell Week, but I would say, I don't know if it's as bad or it's the worst as what some of the stuff Archie did, but the first thing you have to do is wear this basically, what they call it, an eye patch, this really skimpy clothes. I'm like, the shirt's not too bad in the picture, and the first time you see it, dress looks like nothing, like, it looks short, and once he wears it, it's weird, because the dress, when you look at the skirt, it looks, when you first see it, looks super short. Like, there's no way that can be a thing. And then we look at the second page, it's not as short, but still pretty short. And the shirt looks like a sports bra. So I'm like, that's not too bad. But and she puts it on, it's like, how do I look? And in the next page we see it, and I'm like, oh, yeah, compared to the rest, that's pretty scampy. How'd you, knowing your mom, I've seen the series, I know your mom, how'd you get out of the house wearing that? That's the one thing I want to know. Like, how did that happen? Did you go to school wearing, like, jackets and other stuff, and then you, like, took it off, and then she walked around with it, and, like, oh my god, he did it. She looked really amazing. Like, shut up, minion, she's dead. And she does more, and next he has to tell Betty to break into this place. Betty and Monica do that, go into the other school, to get this thing, to steal this thing, what is, I think it's a was it a gold whistle? You have like a whistle and it's gold. They get caught, and her mom comes in, gives her the lecture, and yells at her on how you don't date red people. Redheads are bad people, what kind of makes me. If we look at the other exceptions with redheads, I'm like, oh, I don't want to say like, are you racist to redheads or something? Well, I don't want to sound like the case, but I don't want to say if another redhead comes in, like if everyone in the town became redheads, leave. Like if you go to another town, you can't date redheads. Like, are you saying people redheads are? I don't want to say I felt was weird. Like, what to do with all the redheads? Like Archie, I haven't really done much bad. I can understand. Whatchamacallit, Chelsea Blossom, all of them. Yes, all that stuff makes sense. Whatever. And then we go to the next page and we see her giving the thing to Betty. The last thing she has to do is go on top of the school and stand like on the ledge, not jump or anything, just stand there because he's afraid of heights. And because he knows that she's afraid of heights, like this is the thing to do to prove it. She won't last 30 seconds, and then she gets up there and she remembers that Polly had her hand when they went to the place. The music talking about like the roller coaster or something. And now Veronica comes up and they hold hands and they do it kind of like together, just sit there, stand on the list together, and that's where it ends. And she makes it past her week. So they both her weeks. Obviously, I like the first one with Archie better, but the second one wasn't bad too. It's this one of the comics I would have to say is just okay. And the couple reasons I'm getting this because one, I like the Archie comics, the new Archie comics. That one's not bad. It's just definitely the weakest one out of all of them. It's like, yeah, read out any of the Archie comics, I would say, except for this one. This one, I would say, if you're watching this show, I would give it a recommend. But other than that, no, you're not watching the show. It's not worth. It's not one of those comics. I feel like if you don't watch the show, you shouldn't really be reading the comic. It's one of those things that it doesn't like. It's not part of any of the Archie comics. It's part of the show. So unless you're watching the show, it's kind of one of those things. But I always talk with these things. Sometimes doing comics based on the show you can do it if you're continuing a series or a show, and the comics are doing like your own kind of thing where you don't have to have watched the show. This is one of the ones where you're like, you kind of need to watch the show. It doesn't make any sense. Like when telling like bonus stories, like in between the shows and stuff. What's cool? I like this. So Riverdale issue 1, it's an okay book. It's nothing. It's not the like holy shit. I recommend go picking it up. No, if you're watching the show, you might get a good. You might think it's okay. The art is just okay. It's very, very okay. Like it's very like I don't hate it, but I don't like it at all. As much as I've seen, there's a lot of better artists, but not a bad book. Not a bad book. I thought it was gonna be when I heard this was coming out. I was like, this does not sound very good. I thought there was gonna be a lot worse than it was, but it wasn't. Actually, surprisingly, it wasn't that bad. So. Give it a check out if you want to. If you're watching the series, check it out. So, thank you guys for watching this video. You can share this video and like it to your favorite social media platforms of choice. And check out my social media platforms in the link in the description for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff in the link in the description box below. You can check out my main channel, Super Crazy Gamer, where I do parodies, skits, animation, music on that channel. Check out the channel where I do more movies, gaming, comic book related stuff, anime stuff on this channel, and you can always stay epic, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.